Yo, yeah, by the way, y'all cool with that little intro track I've been choosing, or y'all want a different track? Y'all tell me the tracks y'all want. You know what I mean? It's more along that respect, and then we can take it from there.
I think we could use that.
Send it to me because I don't know that one. I don't know that one off the top of my head.
It's literally A-E-O, A-I-O on YouTube. It's a limbo. Let's go. Yeah. You could have clicked on any other video out the millions they have on YouTube, but you didn't. You clicked on this one, and this brought you right here. I want to welcome you to the greatest podcast in the world. This is
Hablando Loud.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm your boy, William H. Body. Please don't forget to say the body. And the man right on the left to me, a legend, the myth, the never empty bottle, the Walk of New York, the never-ending hangover, Brugaly.
Yeah.
Talk to me. How you feeling today, man?
Feeling awesome. It's a beautiful day. We here.
Nice Wednesday afternoon, sunny outside.
That's why I got the shades on.
Oh, you got the Biggie shades on.
Oh.
Damn, I'm influencing you too much, bro. You're not from Brooklyn.
Yo, but that sound effect that you do, isn't that the Rick Ross?
Yeah, I think,
it's a flex.
But Rick Ross, I think, got it from Biggie.
From Biggie, yeah. He flexed it.
Definitely. Shout out to Ron in the background. That's our producer, Ron Kain. I want to congratulate you on your film being picked up by the Dominican Film Festival in New York City. Go ahead and name drop that real quick. Go ahead, do what you do, my boy.
We got on deck. Beware the Caller is coming out in the film festival, but it'll probably be too late by the time we drop this episode. But I appreciate the shout.
But I mean, it happened this week that we were recording.
Yeah, literally yesterday.
On a little heavier note, I wanted to start the episode with some enlightenment, and just to touch on real quick, I want to give my condolences, and I want to say sorry for your loss to the family and friends of Takeoff from the Migos, whose life was taken away yesterday. This is we're recording this on a Wednesday. It happened on Tuesday morning at a dice game after an altercation, and I just want to say my heart goes out to his family, his friends, his close ones, and the millions of people that he impacted. And I feel like senseless murder should, it needs to be stopped. It's happening too many times, and to too many of us, and us killing each other doesn't make any sense at all.
At all.
So just wanted to touch on that real quick before we get started. Brugaly, how you feel, man?
That's crazy, man. Every day, like, you can't even be assured of you coming outside anymore, because
that's true.
Too many killings, and you go outside to have fun and just despejar la mente, and claro, you could just end up being shot.
Una de las bendiciones más grandes es tener la habilidad de poder regresar a tu casa después de que tú salgas por esa puerta. That's one of the biggest blessings, is to be able to make it back home at night, and let's not take that for granted
at all.
Speaking about being outside and making it back home, I wanna, those that know us know exactly what we do, you know. But if you don't know us and you're watching this episode for the first time, and this is, you're watching the podcast for the first time, and this is the first time you've seen us and you heard about us, we're nightlife impresarios. We're promoters. We've been doing parties for years. I didn't put in my 10,000 hours already. I could say I have the liberty to tell myself that I'm one of the top promoters in New York City. I've done parties in New York and in different states, and Miami and Boston and Dominican Republic and plenty of different places that you guys probably have been. And we want to get into a little bit of the nightlife and how we got started in what we do and in our field, in our industry, and give you guys a little insight en lo que es la industria de la vida nocturna.
Ahí se bebe demasiado y se fuma como ninguna.
Pile hookah. Hookah. I got my start, to be honest with you, doing house parties. I've been doing house parties since I was 15 years old. I'm gonna tell you how I actually wanted to start doing parties. I always used to be outside with my older cousins and going to house parties and using one of my cousins' ID to get into the club even when I wasn't 21. And I've always had a knack for attracting people and people being around me and wanting to have fun and also wanting to party with me. So I started when I was 15. I started doing house parties. I asked my older cousins to lend me their apartment, and I would clear out all the furniture from the side. I put it in the room, get a DJ, give the DJ $50 for the party, and charge guys $15-$20 at the door, have all the girls in there for free, and chip in everybody even after they pay at the door. Like everybody would chip in for liquor and stuff like that. Even though we wasn't of the legal drinking age, I had a way. One of my cousin's friends his family owned a liquor store, and they would sell his liquor.
Chill. Don't be putting them on blast.
No, they don't know who it is. They don't know who it is, but just to let you know how we got in the game. So that made me even more popular with everyone else that were doing parties at the time because I would help them get the liquor. So me and my crew of cousins, because before I would only chill with like blood cousins, and I didn't really have as many associates or friends that were in my family. We would go and like crash every house party. I'm from Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn, sorry. So I went to parties in Queens and Brooklyn, and also we used to take trips up to the Heights and Dykeman to go to parties because I went to high school with a lot of people from the Heights.
Nah, us, like when I started promoting and shit, we used to go to house parties all the time, and it was always me and my crew, right? And we used to like, yo, why we don't start throwing parties? We always outside going to other people's parties. We could do it ourselves, so why not do it? So then we started renting halls, buying the liquor, and we used to go crazy. And our parties were so crazy that most of the times people used to try to bash our parties. There was one time that a chick fainted and started having a seizure. She got after the
But like on purpose, like
on
to
purpose. That's how
make your parties look bad.
No, so we could get kicked out. Yeah, so
What you mean from the hall that you was renting?
So when the bomberos came, right?
The bomberos is the fireman, if you don't know.
Yo, the chick wasn't even there anymore, bro.
She dipped?
And then our party used to. That's it, right? That was the end of the party. And
yeah, because you think somebody's fainting and you gotta stop the party. And then there's mad
sure people. Something happens to her.
Y'all over capacity at the place. Everything y'all doing is illegal.
And mad
a whole bunch
kids.
of minors drinking. And y'all selling liquor. Yeah. Well, I started like that. I started with house parties, and then I was at the beginning of what is now known as social media. So I did a couple of house parties that were legit, like a success, because I had everybody from Brooklyn and from Queens and the local area come to the party. But I would also invite my friends that I was going to high school with to come to Brooklyn.
Yeah, we used to give out the flyers
and do parties and stuff like that. My whole thing in the beginning was just straight word of mouth, like just telling everybody. And then what helped me, like, be able to control and have everyone in one place that I could invite, like at the same time, and I have to like remember, like, shit, I didn't remind this person, I didn't remind that person, was MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace was crazy.
So when MySpace came out and the whole craze of being home on your laptop and adding friends and having a top 8, everyone started creating like their own little crews, and this is where the whole H-Body comes from. So my first promo team was called Hard Body the Frat. I figured like, okay, it was cool for me to create my own fraternity since we were all cousins and we were all like people that grew up together. I felt like we had that brotherhood where I was like, you know what? I'm going to make my own fraternity and we're going to start doing parties. After MySpace, my house parties got so lit, I used to have a line from the 3rd floor all the way in the building down to the front of the door, bro. And everybody's like, what the hell's going on? People coming into the building that lived there like, yo, what the hell is this? What's happening here? And it got so crazy that it forced me to start renting halls. And I did a couple of hall parties as well. After high school, I went to Berkeley College and in Berkeley College now. As I got older, and I used to go to the clubs in the city with all my cousins. My first club that I ever did, it used to be the old Limelight, but when I was promoting there, it was called Avalon, which is a Julon restaurant now, and the whole building is a church. So the whole like gimmick of the club was that you're partying or you're clubbing inside of a church. That was the first ever like club I ever did, and that night they had Angie Martinez's birthday with Rich Boy performing. That I don't know if you remember that song. I think Ron will cue it here where it goes, "Throw some D's on that.
Just bought a Cadillac. Throw some D's on that."
Yeah. So that was my first actual party in the club when I did that. And then after that, I used to promote in this club in Queens called Canela Lounge, where we used to go all the time, every week. And then the main promoter from the spot was like, "Yo, why don't you guys just work with me? You guys come here all the time every week. Might as well let you guys in for free, and like I'll get you the bottles at a better price." So since we were gonna go out anyways, we just started doing that. And then after that, I moved uptown. Cause I want to say like 12 years ago, almost 12 years ago, 11 years ago. And I got real close with DJ Word of Mouth. Shout out to DJ Word of Mouth. By the way, no shots or shade at any other DJ. My favorite DJ will always be DJ Word of Mouth. And me being with him and hanging around him, got to meet different owners and different promoters from uptown, and the rest is history.
Mr. Fireball, by the way, the one and only.
How did you start
clubs?
Clubs, yeah. How did you transition from doing house parties and halls?
I mean,
well, you was doing halls, and then
I was doing halls. Then we started doing Deja Vu. You remember Deja Vu?
In the Heights, 159.
158, 159, around there somewhere. Yeah. No.
Amsterdam. Yeah, Amsterdam.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we started going there all the time. We used to drink what was it? Incredible Hulk.
Facts, the Henny with the hypnotic mix. But at that time, man, bro, we used to drink whatever. Like when you young,
that's true.
And you actually get introduced to liquor, like you don't care what it's like. You think that the stronger it tastes, the nastier it tastes, the better it is for you. But it just be fucking you up. I remember drinking Bacardi 151, Brugaly, Palo Viejo, Devil Springs.
Devil Springs was the
99 bananas.
Crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Smirnoff.
Jesus Christ, man. You don't think I'm about to throw up?
Yo, bro. And Grey Goose. I used to drink. Me and my cousin, shout out to Big Homie, my cousin Big Homie. We used to drink a whole bottle of Grey Goose in his crib, in his room, and listening to music before we would go to Webster Hall on Thursdays.
Oh man, I'll take a step further. I used to drink Svedka.
Oh my God.
Yo, no, forget. Yo, I just want to shoot myself.
Yo, bro, and then we thought that it was the best thing in the world. We used to drink Grey Goose, get hammered, go to the club, and buy 2 Long Island iced teas the whole night. I was already lit.
Yeah, but at least we used to dance more.
Yeah, back then we used to dance. It wasn't about they could just looking cool now. How everybody just stands in the club
on the phone.
And it looks cool now. Before, this is what I want people to understand. Like before going out, the nightlife was a luxury. It was a luxury you gave yourself, where you knew, okay, I'm gonna work or save up X amount of money. If you wasn't, like a street person and you wasn't getting money fast, and we were young, so whatever little bullshit job we had a little couple $300-$400 left over. We would save that or whatever. Whenever we would go out to buy a bottle, I remember going to the clubs downtown, and a bottle would be $500, $600, but you would feel good, like, yo, I spent $600.
Yeah, but
on that bottle when you would go out. It was a luxury to go out.
That too, but that bottle used to go down slow because you was busy sweating, dancing it off, and there was no hookah.
There was no hookah back then. That's true too.
So you busy sweating, ain't dancing,
and you really wasn't drinking as much as we drink now, And after that, it's like I wanna say the moment that changed that and made going out and being part of the nightlife and clubbing different was when Uptown finally got like its place of being like the it place to go out. I remember back then, Luna had $50 bottles.
What about Jesse?
Yeah, they have $50 bottles, bro. Like,
oh yeah,
Luna and Jessica, they have $50 bottles, bro, and that changed everything because now it's affordable to go out. Once that happened, then every other club in Uptown had to bring their bottle prices down, and the bottles were $100, $150.
And how many bottles you used to go in there and buy,
bro? Bro, I remember one time I went to Luna on a Sunday for Dominican Day, and they used to do like the person's bottle first, $50. So like if you get your bottle first, $50, my bottle $50, his bottle we will go there 10 deep, 15 deep, and everybody puts a bottle on the table at $50, and it was insane.
And another thing is that, remember back in the days, you used to tell somebody, yo, go there first, buy the bottle. So when we get there, them shit is cheap.
Yeah, exactly, because they only had it to a certain time. Well, they changed it to a certain time. When they first started, they had $50 bottles the whole night. And Luna used to fill like 1,000 people. This shit was just complete mayhem. But that changed the whole aspect of nightlife in Uptown being a luxury, because now the bottles were cheaper, so it was more affordable. It's more affordable now for you to go out, and there's parties Uptown from Monday to Monday.
True.
And
another thing is that nowadays people show up at 2:00 in the morning.
Exactly, to party. Well, I mean, in New York City, if you're not from New York City, the clubs here are open to 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So a lot of people here now, what they do is that they'll go out and they show up to the club 1:30 to 2 a.m. That way they party for less time and have to spend less money.
Yeah.
You know? But Uptown made it just to a point where it's like it's more of a leisure thing now, that people added it to their daily routine, and it's like a distressor. So now it's like, okay, I won't just go to the bar and have one drink. Let me go out, smoke some hookah, buy a bottle, because it's more affordable to do that in Uptown than anywhere else. And I want to say the other real moment that really blew Uptown out the water and made it like a staple when you come to New York City, if you're not from New York or if you usually party downtown, that made you want to come uptown, was La Marina in Dyckman. La Marina was such a big success and a big hit commercially, where you had like Leonardo DiCaprio in there, you had Jay-Z, Beyonce. Fabulous says it in his song.
People used to pull up in the yachts.
You was at La Marina all summer. Once Fab dropped that bar, then everybody from everywhere wanted to come to Dyckman. They got to see what Dyckman really is, how much fun you have. Our system here, our parties are set up different, where it's a Latino predominant community, but we don't just play Spanish music or Latin music. Like, we play everything. It's open format. We play everything from hip hop to reggae and house and merengue and bachata. We make
sure everybody's having fun,
and that everybody's satisfied when they come out to have fun. And compared to like other places where you party, like I want to say when we go on vacation to Dominican Republic and we go out, obviously the economy is different. For every $1 over there, I think it's like at 55 pesos right now. So certain places that you go to, before the bottles were cheaper, it was like, now I don't want to say cheaper, but it was a different price point because of the currency. And now a lot of the clubs, Dominican Republic has become a destination because you get to see all these artists that don't have a visa to come to America. You get to see them perform in these clubs in Dominican Republic, and their prices now are the same as if you was to be clubbing here. So they was like, you know what? Those people that are coming are tourist people anyways. So if we're gonna have this much hype, and we might as well charge the same way that whatever they used to pay.
And they're still gonna spend it anyways.
I mean, it's a little bit less, but it's around the same.
Yeah, around the same price.
Around the same price that's here. Miami's another place. Miami's still a place where it's expensive to go out. Like, because Miami is a party destination. It is a place where you know that if you're going on vacation, you want to hit the club scene, you want to go out. And they have a huge house scene. They have a very big hip-hop clubbing scene as well. I'm a promoter, and just want to give a shout-out to Mike Headliner. And his party is the best party really in the world. Live on Sunday. Shout out to Live on Sunday. Like, the experience there that I had there, I cannot complain at all. It's like every time I go, it's like a movie. It's a movie every single time.
I've never been there.
It's a movie. Well, I gotta take you over there. Since you haven't been there, you're gonna have to go. Yo, Ron, put that in the budget. We gotta take Brugaly to Live. We're gonna need minimum $5K to get it through the door.
Yeah, we need a lot of bottles.
Facts for sure.
Everything's a write-off.
Everything.
Everything's a write-off.
Shout out to the IRS. All right, you already know. So that was just a little insight into the nightlife. As we continue the podcast later on, we'll give you the little tricks and the little behind the scenes and how it works, from being a bouncer to a busboy, how the waitresses work, how the promoters work. We have all the insight. I just want to let you guys know, if you ever feel like you want to come outside and compete with a promoter when it comes to buying bottles, don't do it. I know there's a lot of guys that have money. You could afford to buy a lot of bottles and put on a show and live it up and do a movie. But I can order 50. I can order 100 bottles to come out and drink 2 and return the rest.
Mira, llévatelo para atrás.
That's one of the tactics that promoters use, que nosotros mandamos a pedir pile botella para poner la presión a lo que están gastando, para que ellos digan, mierda, esos tigres compraron 10, vamos a pedir 10 nosotros también. Después yo voy y pido 10 más. Y ellos están, no, espérate, que yo quiero pedir 10. No sabiendo que yo lo que me voy a beber 2 y devolver la otra.
Y va a cobrar muchísimo porque tú lo gastaste.
You already know, bro. Next thing we want to talk about, man, is just New York City as a whole.
What's your favorite borough?
Brooklyn to the day I die, born and raised. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I'm cold-hearted. I was raised and born in Brooklyn. I was born in Kings County Hospital. That's how Brooklyn I am. So my favorite borough, of course, is gonna be where I'm from. I live uptown now. I live in Manhattan. Uptown still considered Manhattan. It's still New York. And to those that never been to New York and those that only come here and visit the tourist area like 42nd Street or downtown and the ferry and the Statue of Liberty, tírennos que nosotros le vamos a dar un tour de verdad de lo que es New York City.
La verdadera movie.
We're going to show you, and we have 2 options. One on the train, getting off in different places, and one with the walk of New York.
I walk you everywhere.
Brugaly will walk you around the whole New York City.
Literally. So bring on the walking shoes, you heard?
New York is very big, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't know how big New York State was until I got locked up and I went upstate. You will never know how big New York is either until you got locked up or you go to college upstate. And you go to either Buffalo or Syracuse or one of those CUNYs that's upstate. And the city itself is broken down to 5 boroughs. We got the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx. One time, Ron, let me hear that bomb real quick. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, gunshots is what you're gonna hear in the Bronx.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Shout out to Queens.
Make sure you duck down. You heard?
Queens get the money. Queens is, I want to say, the most diverse borough out of them all. In Queens, you will find people from India. You will find people from Asia. You will find people from Russia.
You mentioning all those people, y'all niggas just like those badass Colombian bitches. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Well, I was gonna get there about Queens.
They be out there. You heard?
My bad. You want me to throw it back?
Go to Astoria. You heard?
And then we got what I'm missing? We got Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. Brooklyn. Yeah, the Bronx is the birthplace of hip hop, but Brooklyn has birthed the best and greatest rappers in the world. One time for Big Papa, one time for Jay-Z.
Oh.
And then we we have Manhattan, right? So that's Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn. Manhattan is the city. We got Wall Street. We got 42nd Street, Times Square. We have Broadway theaters. Then you come a little bit more uptown. In Midtown, you got Central Park. Once you come a little bit more uptown, you got Columbia University. A little bit more uptown, then you got Harlem. Shout out to Harlem.
Shout out to Harlem.
After Harlem, and you pass Boricua College, it becomes the Heights. From the Heights starts from like 155th.
Yo, but I've never seen nobody go in there, bro.
To Boricua College?
Yeah.
That's just always empty, that campus, right? Everything's a write-off.
Now
the Heights starts from like 155th to 200th Street, which becomes Dykeman, Inwood area. And then Inwood runs from 200 to...
You forgot to mention United Palace.
To like 218, 220. Then there's a bridge that crosses you over to the Bronx. We got a United Palace, nice little concert venue that has hosted a lot of the greats, Latin artists. And then we have the last, Staten Island. People forget about Staten Island. Please don't forget about Staten Island, people. I know you got to take a ferry to get there, and everybody forgets that. Like, nobody want to mention Staten Island as a borough, but they did give us Wu-Tang, so let's clap it up for that. Ron, you can insert it right here a little.
¿Cómo va? ¿Cómo
The music in the background, a little Wu-Tang snip.
I'm just gonna put in Tiger style. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
they gave
facts.
us Wu-Tang, so we can't forget about Staten Island. We gotta shout out Staten Island, and each and every borough got their own thing. When you come to New York, don't just stay in New York and in the city. Don't just stay in Manhattan. Explore, go out. I know that everybody be scared that New York is Gotham and it's dangerous, but trust me, there's a lot of good things in New York as well, and there's still a lot of good people left in New York City.
Especially a lot of good places to go out to eat. You heard?
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, there's no place like New York City when it comes to food. We have so many different people from all over the world that you can get anything you desire here. Like, yo, I want to eat Egyptian food. You're gonna find that. I want to eat Mediterranean. I want to eat Italian. You're gonna find it here.
Eso sí, que hay más bodega. Había más bodega antes. Ahora hay más smoke shacks que bodega.
De que once they legalized marijuana, todas las bodegas se convirtieron en smoke shop. A vender hierba a dos manos.
La gente estaba de que when they legalized the shit, everybody's like, cada vez que yo salgo afuera lo que yo veo es marihuana nada más.
I know in episode 1 we had a segment called Brugaly's Bottle, but
Today we
estaba roto el tank, no pudo comprar la botella hoy y Ron no la quiso poner en el budget. So,
olvídate.
se quedó para episode 3 Brugaly's Bottle.
Brugaly's Bottle. Traigo una bacanería.
Tráete algo bacano for the next episode.
I
Para tener que
got you,
traerte
I
dos
got you.
botellas to review because you didn't review it today. I wanted to include a new segment today. Let me see. I had it down there in your notes in your phone real quick. I wanted to include a new segment. Is the sneaker drop of the week. Might not do this every episode, but we want to use this platform to be able to put you guys on. Queremos usar esta plataforma que tenemos ahora para poder ponerlo e indicarlo en la vía correcta. Yo lo voy a poner así, pero Ron se lo va a poner mejor.
Para que ustedes lo vean.
Para que ustedes lo vean. Shout out to Joe Fresh Goods. He's a designer out of Chicago. Has a great collab. This is on I think his third collab with New Balance called Performance Art. And he did the 993s. He did them right. Nice little pink colorway, green and blue. And para que ustedes sepan que no nada más Jordan y no nada más Louis Vuitton.
Hay que variar.
Y nada más diseñadores alta gama y caro. Yo quiero que ustedes entiendan también lo que son de estos países latinoamericanos, que yo entiendo que muchos países de la familia de nosotros somos países tercermundistas. Like we're a lot of third world countries, and there's still people that got style and they want to be fresh, but they don't live above the poverty line. Like they don't have the money to afford expensive clothes. Y como quiera, como no tienen dinero para poder comprarse la ropa cara, van y se compran algo falso. Mi gente, this is a public service announcement. Yo quiero hacerle un anuncio a ustedes. El estilo no se trata de la marca que tú tengas puesta, sino como tú te lo pongas. Y lo más importante es vete limpiecito, representable. Just look clean. You don't have to have the most expensive clothes to be fresh. Swag and drip is not about spending the money on expensive clothes. It's about putting that shit on and making sure that it looks good no matter how you have it on. Y eso es parte de la cultura de nosotros, que yo entiendo que a veces tú te gusta algo tanto que tú aspiras y quieres alcanzarlo, a llegar un día y te compras lo falso para poder
que sentirte,
no, para tú hacer un bulto y frontear en Santo Domingo, por favor. Hay que mandarle una bomba a todos esos tigres que están haciendo vainas falsas ya, porque ellos tienen ropa y vaina que no ha salido todavía. Gallery department does not make women clothes. Y en Santo Domingo todas las mujeres tienen un gallery department t-shirt y que amarrar enseñando la barriga.
¿Y lo compraron a dónde?
Tú supiste, en el mercado negro. en Shein RD. Oye, Santo Domingo están de pinga. The Shein website where you could buy affordable like clothes or whatever, they have a store. And they named it Shein RD. Shein. And Shein is an e-commerce. They don't even have like physical stores.
That's crazy.
They're only online. Pero en Santo Domingo hay una. Shein RD.
Pero tú no la viste abierta, estaba abierta. Eso nada más fue un letrero que le pusieron
no,
adelante.
Pero que ahí es Shein. Ahí que van las mujeres a comprar.
El chin que tú vas a gastar allá adentro, eso es lo que tú vas a gastar, el chin.
That's something that we want you guys to know. Like, si tú no tienes para Jordan, cómprate unos Adidas bacano, unos Reebok heavy, unos New Balance bacano, algo que se vea bien y que te guste, que sea de tu estilo, pero entiende que like, you know, being fresh doesn't necessarily mean being the most expensively dressed.
Tú nada más te tienes que pelar un chin también y te ves más limpiecito y ya.
No, Brugaly, pelar un chin no. Un saludito al barbero mío, Chimbala, que me arregla, me acicala. Maupovo, Chimbala. Brugaly diga que nada más tiene que recortarse un chin porque no quiere ir toda la semana a ponerte eso a ti. Pero yeah, just maintain yourself looking nice, representable and clean. That's all that matters, to be honest with you. Mierda, coño.
Y bañarte, porque si no te bañas, imagínate.
Yeah, hygiene. Hygiene is important. Not only bañándote,
la gente.
Úntate un chin de crema, ponte un chin de perfume.
La gente aquí se pone un chin frío y dicen, no, está de que muy frío para bañarme. Y esa vaina, mi hermano.
Desodorante.
Báñate, no hay agua caliente.
Cepíllate.
Como quiere malo, ¿eh?
Imagínate, bro. Ábreme eso ahí que yo no me sé el password tuyo. Dime, bro. Yeah, man, and I just wanted to put you guys onto that because eso es una vaina como que es like a pet peeve, como que me molesta a mí, como like la gente no tiene que gastar mucho dinero para poder verse bien. I want to also use this platform to shine the light and give people their flowers as well. And I want to give a spotlight on somebody that's really putting on. And I think the first person that I'm going to go with is Hablando Loud's very own Ron Kain.
Ron Kain.
Shout out to Ron Kain in the building, man. He's really putting on for the culture.
Definitely.
His movie Beware the Caller. I know when this episode dropped, the movie already had gonna be in the film festival. Ya había salido, pero be on the lookout for that because I'm pretty sure it's gonna get picked up. Somebody gonna have to produce this. It's a great film. he wants to play his part in being able to control the art of storytelling and give his perspective, to give the perspective that these studios and all these production companies don't really have, because they want to tell our story. I don't know what I did there, bro.
Tocaste demasiado.
Esto en vivo, mi gente, esto en vivo. Perdón, que esto en vivo. I don't want to dañar el micrófono a Ron. Y después me lo va a tener que sacar del budget. Hablando loud, before we get out of here, I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. Por favor, manténganos en mente siempre. Entúnense, denle a la campanita. Bing. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Give us 300-400 comments under this little episode. Tell me what you think about Brugaly's glasses. Think about, put down there in the comments what bottle he should review in the next episode.
That's a fact.
Y si ustedes quieren también, vamos a poner un link del Cash App de Brugaly para que para la próxima no se me
olvide la botella.
No se le olvide la botella. Pónganle eso a él ahí, por favor. My word of the day, word of the week, my last word my last word of the episode is safety. Sometimes we get caught up in a lot of things that are going on in our lives, and we be stressed and we think about whatever it is that we got going on in our lives. But I just want people to be aware of your surroundings.
Definitely.
It's been a crazy crime raise in New York City lately, and a lot of people that things are happening to are happening when they're not even paying attention. I know that everyone's been attached and addicted to their phones and social medias, but when you're out in the street, when you taking public transportation, when you go and walk into your car, once you finish parking your car, that you're walking home, when you walk into the bank, when you picking up your kids from school, when you going to grocery shopping, whenever you outside in the street, keep your head up and your eyes open. There's a lot of things going on. The economy is in a bad place right now, and a lot of people are in need and are doing things that
to survive.
Not just to survive, but they're going to desperate measures right now.
Yeah, they're not in the right mental state. So,
and when they don't have it, they're gonna try to take it from somebody else. So my last word is safety. Keep your head up and your eyes open. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings, and always be on point. And don't forget, if you got something to say it loud. Yeah. Hablando loud, episode 2.
Hablando loud.
We out of here. Bow. Claro, otra vez va a tomar la juca yo, coño, pero es verdad.
Que yo lo vendo purina, la chuquita frenando loca por la medicina. Estamos en los flow 90, los paris de marquesina. Si tú frenas pa' mi bloque, apuesto que te fascina. Si no es en el callejón, es que yo lo vendo purina.